Eighth graders, this is assignment number 4. It's called Colonial Laws Enforcing Racism. I know maybe it looks a little bit intimidating with all this text, but don't worry, it's very straightforward. What you're going to do is there's a bunch of each of these things on the left-hand side. There are a bunch of laws in the colonial time period. And in the middle, you're going to see 4 different categories. So this one says these laws were meant to separate natives from blacks. These laws were meant to separate white indentured servants from blacks. These laws were meant to make poor white people feel superior to blacks. And then this last one, these laws were meant to make sure white and black people didn't get into relationships together. So there's 4 different categories, 4 different purposes of these laws. So what you can do, if you need to zoom in, you can click the zoom button at the very top. It's a magnifying glass. And let's do one of them together. So this one right here, I'm going to bring it to the right. It says, treaties with Indian tribes required them to return anyone who escaped from slavery. So if any of the colonies made a deal with the Indian tribes, part of those deals often would be to say, hey, if you ever come across someone who escapes from slavery, you have to return them, capture them and return them to their master. And so this law, if you look at these categories, does it separate them from natives from blacks? Does it separate white indentured servants from black people? Does it do this or do this? For this one, you'll see that it actually does this one. So you're just going to move it into that box. Okay, let me zoom out. Now, you're going to see, don't be surprised, some of the boxes will not be able to fit all of the laws are in that category, and that's okay. Just have it overflow, but at least you know how many laws are in each category. When you're done with that at the bottom, you're going to answer the question at the bottom. A law that surprised me was, so which law surprised you? Learning about these laws made me feel blank because blank. And then after reading these laws, I'm still wondering blank. All right, so this is assignment number 4, learning about all of the laws that upper-class elite created after Bacon's Rebellion in order to create this idea of race, in order to enforce racism, create racism.